looking to grab the kingside pawns. Wow.
So we pick things up today with a couple of losers. Alireza Firouzja and Denis Lazavik battling it out in the losers final. Sounds terrible when you say it like that, but it's chess.com's naming, not mine. Now the winner of this will play in the winners grand final on Wednesday against Magnus Carlsen. So it's all on the line here, and we pick it up in game one. Alireza Firouzja with the white pieces and Denis Lazavik playing with black. This is a great battle. Let's have a look. So e4 from Alireza. We get e5, knight f3, knight c6, and Gucci Reza plays the Guccio piano. For those who don't know, Alireza's a bit of a fashion connoisseur on the side, a man of many talents, not just a chess player. We get bishop c5 in response. d3, knight f6, h3, d6, standard stuff. c3 looks for some expansion, and so a6 gives that bishop a bit of room. We get knight b to d2, the bishop tucks back voluntarily, and Alireza does the same here. No one has a clue why they play the moves in the certain order, but we all pretend we do. Now we see castles. Castles can be played. That's what your beginner chess coach would tell you 99 times out of 100 when you're learning chess. But knight f1 from Alireza. These grandmasters, they play by their own rules. Don't try this at home. Now d5 is a very principled move already here, breaking in the centre. You so often want to do it if you can achieve it. But bishop e6, also good, challenges this strong piece, and now knight g3 is the main response, but Alireza goes bishop c2, slithering back. Look how that piece has snaked around. Great word, slither, an onomatopoeic word, and bonus points if you can spell onomatopoeic in the comments, but without looking at dictionary or Google or Ask Jeeves, right? No asking Jeeves. Now d5 was finally played here, breaking in the centre, very thematic. You can take, you can go queen e2. Alireza goes for the former here. Knight takes looks very natural, but bishop takes selected. Now we see knight g3. Black has equalised, by the way, when Alireza tucked back the bishop, but he wanted to get away from a real big theoretical battle. He's the stronger player on paper. Denis now activates his rook. We get castles, and now this next move, it's one of those hard to put your finger on why it's not great, but e4 just isn't the best. Maybe to do with this continuation, bang, bishop f4, immediately that one can open its eyes. You know, better was maybe just a bit of manoeuvring. h6, activate the queen, connect the rooks, maybe centralise one. You know, this was quite premature. So we now see a captures on g3, the bishop recaptures, and bishop b6, covering the c7 pawn. It is under fire with this sniper looking at it from afar. So rook e1 from Alireza. We see an exchange. Queen recaptures. Why would you allow black to double your pawns here? Well, again, these guys are playing on different levels. They understand the bishop pair is powerful on an open board. So queen f6 was instead played. More pressure on that knight. We see queen e2 to cover. And now Denis goes against everything I just said. Don't you love it when that happens? And he takes on f3. Now, it wasn't forced. You know, he could have started with g6 or something like that. But okay, he's looking to double the pawns. He's saying that's enough compensation for me. Now I'll go g6, rook e1, centralise my rook. I should be fine here to hold the draw. But Alireza now starts applying pressure with his bishops. So first we get king g2, king g7 in response. Good prophylactic chess. Now bishop a4 played. pressuring this knight here. The bishop was biting on granite before. Rook d7, weird looking move, but it's looking for rook e7. So that's why queen e8. Now if rook e7, well, you can take with the rook, and okay, you're in behind enemy lines over here, bit uncomfortable. So we don't see rook e7. Rook d8 kicks the queen out of there. The rook comes back. Denis looking for a draw, but no such luck. Alireza turning the screw. Got a nice symmetry here with both bishops on each side of the board. The queen here, and it's very uncomfortable. The top engine move is g5, which looks really weakening. Then the bishop drops back. But the point being, then you can get rook e7, liquidate some pieces. However, Denis didn't want to weaken the king, so he plays queen f5, because queen e6, you lose a pawn. Queen d6 runs into rook d1, not comfortable. So whilst this is ugly, he didn't have great choices. So we get captures, pawn recaptures. This structure getting ugly for Denis. We see bishop takes on c6. Alireza giving up the bishop pair just to shatter the pawns. Grandmasters everywhere squirming when they see this structure. Another onomatopoeic word, squirming, right? Ugh, gross. You got the double Fs over here, you got the double Cs, not fun. So bishop g5 from Alireza. Great move, covers the d2 square. And this is why, by the way, Alireza didn't win this pawn. There was a line where he can win a pawn with the queen staying on the board, but he was afraid of a rook invasion. So he keeps control like this. f6, kicks back the bishop here. Now king f7, king f1, rook d3, pressures the pawn, king e2 covers, kicks back the rook, and now a nice play by Alireza. How to intensify the pressure here? Well, he goes rook d1. Offers an exchange, which is accepted. It's not easy to decline it when there could be invasion down here. If you check, well, you're kind of improving the king perhaps to come around. So here we see the takes. King recaptures, and the pawn is taken on f2. Again, not easy. You can sit with king e6, do something like that. But these queenside pawns going to get rumbling. The king marching in. So this was selected. This pawn drops. King e6, both players activate the kings. They centralize. Now b4, drives back this bishop. Drives it forward. Now c4 check. King e6, and this is such a tough endgame for black. These double Fs, not ideal. King d7, hits the bishop. It drops. King c8. Now bishop e3. Bishop g3 played, and a4. Alireza running the 3-on-2 down the board. He wants to create a passed pawn. So king b7, b5. We see some liquidation here now, and look at the barrier that the pawn and bishop form. Really nice, cuts the king, and that's why after king c7, we don't see pawn b6 check, allowing the king to step in and be a bit more of a nuisance, right? So king c4 instead. Good activation. King d5 desired. So king d6 blocks it off. Now bishop c5 check. And what to do? If you step back with the pawn here, well, then the king marches in. So that's why king e6. But now b6. We mentioned before it's not ideal, but here you force the king back over. King d5, bishop f4, bishop d4 hits the f6 pawn. It's defended. Bishop c5 back, bishop f4. How are you making progress? Well, Alireza now pushes the pawn. They're both desperately low on time, as you can see on the left there. We get king c7 coming in to cover the promotion square, and now this next move is more epic than the 1999 Tata Steel chess men's football team. Look at that bunch there. What an awesome set of lads. You've got a younger, rounder Peter Svidler. Chucky down front right there. Forgot his shorts. You've got a very disgruntled looking Ivan Sokolov top right. Rumour has it no one passed him the ball. Locke Van Welly found it hilarious top left that no one would give poor Ivan the ball. And if you can name the rest of the players, bonus points for that too. I don't know who the guy in the glasses is. He was the only one I couldn't actually recognise. Now back to this chess here, the epic move, it's bishop d6. Well done if you were able to spot that one and knew it was coming. And here's the point, if king captures, well, you make a queen. If bishop captures, played in the game, still you make a baby girl. Decoy the king, capture the bishop.
King to grab the kingside pawns. Wow.
And this is child's play to anyone who's not completely chess illiterate. Does that make sense? We see resignation here. It's a 2-on-1, plus this pawn's going to drop, you know, pick your ways to win the game. It's a dead lost endgame. So Alireza won this one. Denis tried his best. Game 2, he couldn't do it though, couldn't get the job done. It was just a draw. And so now Alireza advances to the grand final, having also defeated Nepo today, by the way. And so we set up this tasty one. Alireza looking to knock out the world blitz and rapid champion. That's going to be awesome. Coming Wednesday. Hit subscribe not to miss it. And thanks very much for watching. See you soon.